What's up? I'm SoulOfLies, and today we are taking a look on the headquarters report number 2 and what they are talking about. There are some good news and some bad news, or not bad, but mostly good news in it. And if you haven't read it yourself yet, I'll leave the link in the description and you will be able to find it and read it. And first off, they start off with I don't have no clue where they have a picture of this Red Bull AK-12, I think it is, sitting here, but oh well. And they take up what they said on the previous or the last headquarters report 1. First off, they start off talking about the monetizations of the games and what the votes ended up with in the poll that were out a week ago or two, I can't remember. And the result of this is that most people want to buy the things directly and not through loot boxes, which I've voted for. I also voted for that there should be more kinds of supply boxes, and then it's too expensive or that it doesn't drop enough. I can't remember. I think it was too expensive, which in my opinion is true. I think you should be able to buy them directly and not have to spend so much on buying loot boxes, which you can see in my 2 previous videos about that. I'll leave that in the description as well, of 108 superior supply boxes and 104 community boxes, and what I got from that, which is quite embarrassing. And then they address the community and competitive scene, and a little bit about that, and the results from the question or poll about that. And most people do want to see better servers, netcodes, and game balance, and that's what I want to see as well. I can't remember what I voted for next, but or as a third option, but I do remember voting for servers, netcodes, and game balance, and I think they really have quite a bit to work on there. And then they talk a little bit about the servers, netcodes, and they bring up a picture that Battle Nonsense had in his video. And here are some great news. They say that in the next patch or update they will have a fix for the bad netcode, or whatever you want to call it, and that they have working hard on fixing that, so I do really look forward for that, which is great. And then they're talking a little bit about the next 2 patches, about the netcode again, and ping matchmaking, so that if me and the 5 other guys have good pings, we will be matched together, instead of that me and a few guys that have good ping and someone with bad ping will be matched together. So now they'll fix it so that if you have good ping, you'll play with other people with good ping. If you have bad ping, you'll play with other people with a bad ping, which I think is a great thing. Definitely for us with better ping. They also talk about that they will fix the character physics when you can see someone running through a wall or up in the sky sometimes, which is great. They will implement a very high ping block, so that if you by some reason have a stupidly high ping, they will block you until your ping drops down to a reasonable level. They also address the game balance, and that they do want, or in the next update as well, will balance out snipers a bit, or nerf the snipers, because all of the sniper rifles, or I would say all the bolt action sniper rifles, are a little bit overpowered at the moment. The bolt action, no, semi-automatic sniper rifles though they are in a good spot in my opinion. Because of that, you have to hit 2 shots and not 1. They also take up the AR-57, which is they'll nerf it a bit more because it's still stupid. And esports, and how they should, if they should start organizing competitions in esports. Most people voted for maybe small scale first, and second most had no fixed tech issues first. And I have to agree with that. They should fix the game before they start hosting competitions, because why play a competition when the game doesn't work properly yet? And that is what they have said down here as well in their official comments, that they have other things to prioritize before the tournaments yet, but they will help other people or outside people to host tournaments with prize money and things like that, which is a good thing. But I agree with that they should be working on fixing the game before they do any tournaments. Regions as well they do address, and they will have a South American servers. They'll have American and European servers, but they will not expand anymore to any more regions for now, because they want to work on other things first. And the publishing strategy, 26.5, or most people want them to fight cheaters. The second most want in-game events, and the third most, or almost equal, are improved communications and more territories. I agree with improve communication and I'm not sure, to be honest. Not too important. I would rather have them fix the game than doing any of this, to be honest. They also take up that they are working on fighting cheaters, and that most of their reports from their system are false positives, which is good, I would say. They are, as well with in-game events, they have or will hire another community manager so that they will be able to have more in-game events and such. They will take up with improving communications, and that they are balling a few, or throwing some balls in there about how they will be improving the communications, and that they will update a few things. The upcoming content, they are working on a new UI, which I think will be great, because the one they have right now isn't that good, to be honest. So I will be very happy with that. And by the look of it right now, you can sort them by the what's it called? The rarity, which is great. And they announced that there will be a new game mode and a new map announced, or in the next patch, or update, which they say will land somewhere in between August and September, which will be great. All in all, I don't think they should add more maps and game modes right now. In my opinion, they should just fix the game and then work on new maps and game modes. Um, but if the rumors are right that they have said, I've heard that they are working on a battle royale. I'm not too big fan of that, but by the looks of this picture, it's something more like co-op, so that you play with your friends against the AI, which will be really interesting, to be honest. And they say that the nerf of snipers will come in the next content update, which will be great. On all in all, I think this headquarters report 2 is, or have a lot of great points in it, and I do believe that from this the game will improve quite a lot in the next 6 months, which is great because in my opinion this game has a future, and fixing these things will improve it quite a bit more. But what's your thoughts? Leave them in the comments down below, and hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.